Hello, I just wanted to show off this test level for a game I'm kind of developing. Kind of developing. Yes, I'm only sort of developing a game. But it's going to be an indie horror game, or as Colin Mockery might say, horror. But it's going to be set in a church in the 90s, hence the jazz paper cups and the cassette tapes strewn everywhere. They're kind of the main thing I want to show off in this video, but I'll get to those later. So first, of course, you've got, basic player movement, standard Unity 5 first-person controller, which means you can walk, you can jump, and new to Unity 5, you can also sprint. And there's also a feature I added myself, which is you can crouch as well. And no, I'm not trying to save. I tried to walk backwards, which I can't do in the game window in the editor. So, yeah. You can crouch. So, that's something I added. I don't think there's going to be any particular use for it in this game, but it just feels wrong not to have it in a first-person game. There are also these cups, just kind of physics objects. You can't really interact with them much apart from knocking them over. But again, the tapes. The tapes are really what I'm the most proud of. And this is a mechanic that is not entirely finished. It's also not going to be like a terribly... I mean, I guess you're not going to like progress the plot by making use of this mechanic. It's just kind of an extra thing, like a completely optional thing, but so, for example, it's not going to be like Kiddie Horror Show's Anatomy, where the main mechanic is just picking up tapes and putting them in a tape recorder and listening to them, and then that progresses the plot. But these tapes, if I can click one, can I? I'll try that one. Yes, okay. So you can pick them up and also drop them. And if you pick up one cassette and then try to pick up another, you drop the one you're currently carrying and swap it out for the one you tried to pick up. So that's pretty cool. Currently, you cannot play them on this tape recorder. That's a mechanic I'm going to be adding fairly soon. But I also need to make the tape recorder a lot smaller because it's way too large. Just for reference, the tape recorder this particular tape recorder is based on was almost... It was only slightly bigger than a standard audio cassette. That is more than slightly bigger. So I will make some changes there. But that's pretty much all I have at the moment. I hope this, if you're aspiring to develop games, I hope this has inspired you to maybe just take a shot at it and dive in. Because, most of this I learned through just seeking out tutorials on YouTube and talking to Unity devs on forums and stuff. And, there's a community of Unity devs out there who would be more than willing to help you learn. So, if you want to get into it, just take a shot at it. Anyway, that's basically all I wanted to say and all I wanted to show you. Hopefully when this game is finished, which, again, it is pretty far from at the moment, I might consider distributing it, selling it on some service. Probably going to be $5 or less, but there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope perhaps it inspired you to, try making games of your own.